Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, Lynette here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be playing around in my New Beginnings collection journal, and I thought I would bring you along with me. It's just a bunch of little random things that I'm doing. I don't have a giant project in mind today, but I thought it would be fun to bring you along for just some of the basic everyday type things that I might play around with. I know sometimes we here on YouTube can feel like we have to have the latest, greatest, newest idea, but sometimes just remembering to focus on some of the basic, everyday type things is important. So that's one of the things that's in my thoughts today, and I'm just going to be doing some work in my journal. So I'm starting with this glassine envelope that comes in the collection. I love these, but they are oversized. While they might fit in a regular journal, I struggle obviously getting them to fit in a traveler's notebook. So I decided with mine just to create a little flap folded over. I'm going to cut a little notch here out of the front to make it easier to get my scripture tag in and out over the course of the month as I'm using this. And then I'm going to use my stapler to create that little tuck spot on the front of the envelope. Now, if you saw the first video in this series, you know I was trying to add a pocket to the front of my journal for this scripture card, but I didn't like how far the scripture card was poking out after I glued my little pocket down to my journal. So I'm super happy with this one. I love this envelope. I love the fact that it made a little double pocket out of it, and the color is just beautiful. And for anyone who might be watching this video and don't know what I'm talking about with my scripture card, this is something that we've been coming out with the collections, the release of the collections over in the Facebook group. So if you've ever bought one of these collections before, you know that I try to have a theme, and a lot of times I like to share my heart for where the ideas for it came from and what's going on and stuff. So that will always be in a letter with the collection. And then if you join the Facebook group, I will be sharing a mostly 30 days worth of little scriptures and Bible verses for anyone who might be interested in using that along with the collection. So you can see here I have a little visitor, Milo. He has a thing about when I'm filming, he likes to get involved. There he is. Look how cute I am. You're fine, Mom. Give me some attention. Yeah, so we had to have a little break for that. But anyway, getting back into the video. I am using the Distress Oxide ink color old paper on these tea stain pages because it has less bleed through. It still kind of shadows on the other side of the book page, but I don't really like bleed through with ink, so I appreciate the fact that that ink color is lighter and doesn't have a lot of that. And I'm just gluing my pockets on. So like I said, that 30-day scripture card is a PDF file that you can get in the Facebook group. It's a free printable over there, so check it out if you're interested. And now I'm just taking some of the scrapbook paper that came in the collection, and I'm going to be making a tag out of it and adding it to that little tuck spot on the front of that glassine envelope. So I'm adding some tea stain paper to one side. I like the plaid on the other side of this tag, and I'll be decorating that probably as I use the journal. So I'm just going to use my corner rounder on a couple sides of it and add it to the tuck spot. So here is me flipping back and forth in my journal, figuring out what to do next. Aren't you glad that it's sped up and you don't have to watch how long it really takes me to think of what I want to do next? Sometimes it just feels like a lot of pressure to get started. So I love these tall manila time cards, and I like using them for pockets a lot of the time, which is what I decided to do here. So I'm just going to fold up the bottom section of the time card and use my stapler again. And this book page that came in the journal, it's a gardening book page, and I was trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do with it. Oh, I take it back. I didn't use my stapler, I used my sewing machine. Okay, so I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I do like painting these and journaling over the paint. It just adds a little bit of a fun, different element, maybe for a white ink pen. I like painting dark colors sometimes. You can use white ink over that, or sometimes even just the texture of writing on something odd like paint can be fun. So I decided to use this pale pink color, and it actually ended up taking a couple coats to get over the text of the book page. So I'm going to be playing around with that paint a little bit. I do add this pocket right away, this time card pocket, and later on I wish that I would have put the second coat of paint on it before I glued it down, but that's okay. It's all a process, right? And now I'm going to be using the other sheet of scrapbook paper just to make a tag to add to that time card pocket. And now some more painting. So I love painting book pages. Did I mention that earlier? I think that I did. It's just so much fun. What is it about slapping paint on some paper that makes it so much fun? It just is. So I'm going through that process here a little bit, just adding the paint, drying it, adding another coat of paint and drying it. And I'll be doing that to the flip side of this book page as well. So anyway, I just wanted to mention here again a big thank you to all of you who purchased this collection. I just want to make a note that as I am creating this video and the voiceover, there are still a few of them left over in the shop for anyone who might be interested in purchasing one. The website link will be down below, as well as the design team that is also going to be creating at least one video with this collection. So be sure to follow them and yeah, keep an eye out for those videos. All right, so now I wish I would have painted this earlier, but I wasn't thinking about it before I glued that time card down, but that's okay. All right, and while I'm at it, I decided to just paint this side of that book page as well. So at first, I thought that I would want to save that floral picture there at the top of the page. So I worked really hard at like trying to work my paint around it. Then I thought, okay, maybe I'll cover like part of the picture. I think that's how I ended up leaving it today. I think at some point I might go back over and paint. I don't know if I decided. It was a very big conflicting thought in my mind at the time if I wanted to paint over that picture or not. So anyway, just doing a little bit more painting. And then I decided to save the rest of that page for another day. So we are at the end of this video. I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who took the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed it. And all those links will be in the description box down below. Otherwise, you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.